everyone, it's Dawn. It's great to be back. Well, they say a week is a long time in politics. Well, it seems to have been a long... I've only been off of YouTube for a week because I've been writing my course, but it seems to have been an awfully long time, and I have to admit I have missed it. And it's good to be back, and welcome to all of our new subscribers, especially those who subscribe and I haven't even been on this week. That's wonderful. Nice surprise. So thank you very much. Welcome to you all. Welcome to our long-term subscribers and those who are just dropping in to find out what I'm up to. So today we're going to kick off this project and this week with... Now I'm going to be using one of my paintings. Not this one obviously because I've already done it, but I'll be using another one for the demonstration. And I'm going to be using it to make a milk carton style gift box which stands up like that. I know you can't see it because my camera's positioned above, but if I put it down like that you'll be able to see it. I'm going to make a coordinating gift tag and we're going to make a greeting card. So it's ever so easy. If you haven't got paintings, if you don't paint, or if you haven't got any other images that you've produced yourself, don't worry about it. If you've got your 12 by 12 pattern paper pads, by all means just use one sheet of those and you'll still be able to make a wonderful collection or a wonderful coordinated set. So whether you're using a painting, a photograph of a jigsaw puzzle that you've done, even that would do, and just enlarge it to the appropriate size, whatever you're using, this is going to work with whatever you do. It'll still look coordinated and it will still look beautiful. So I'm going to put these ones out of the way and we're going to get on with it. So you will need to cut down your painting, as I have here, or your paper, or whatever you're using, to 10.5 by 9 inches. Now I've already done the scoring because there's so much clutter on my desk. If I bring my scoreboard up here as well, it's all going to go flying. So on the 10.5 side, you're going to score, I'm going to use this stylus, we're going to score at 2.5, at 5 inches, at 7.5, and at 10. Now, just if you can see that other score line, just ignore it. That was a mistake on my part. And then you're going to rotate it to the 9-inch side. And on the bottom, what's going to be the bottom, you need to score at 2.5. So we don't need that anymore. That's 2.5 inches. I will add all of these measurements for you and the scoring in the description below. Now, that's another thing. I've only been away from a week or for 1 week, and YouTube have changed all their orientations. You go away for 1 week and everything's changed. It's a bit like going out of the office for a week. You come back and you can't find a thing. So the description box, if you're still looking for it and you don't know where it is quite yet, it used to be in that little corner. Now it's about roughly here. It's still underneath the video. You'll see the title and it'll have a little label that says more. If you click on the little label that says more, you will find the description box and all of the measurements and all of the information that's in there, whether it's one of my videos or anyone else's that you happen to be watching. So just a little tip for you if you're struggling to look for it. I know it confused me when I came back. I thought, oh my goodness, what's going on here? But anyway, that's where it is. It's roughly there, just underneath the video, under the little heading more. So there we go. I hope that's cleared it up for you if you've been looking for it. So now we've done all of our scoring. Actually, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn it over, and it might be better to score or burnish and fold all of your score lines. One thing it'll make it fold better, and you'll be able to find the things. You'll be able to find the score lines a lot better if you fold them first. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to fold all along our score lines. We'll get to the other items in a minute, but we'll work on this gift box first. So we're going to score or we're going to fold all along those lines there, and then this one at the bottom. So you can really make this as big as you like. It depends on the size of your papers. But I'll just give you a general tip. If you want to make this a bit smaller, that's absolutely fine. But whatever width you make your box sides, obviously you've got 4 box sides, but whichever width you make this bit, in this case it's 2.5. But whether you do it 2, 2.5, 1.5, but whatever width you make this, make sure you make this bottom score line the same. So this is 2.5, so that will be 2.5. If you wanted to bring it down to 2, obviously you'd have a different measurement, that's fine. But if you were bringing each box side to 2, this measurement would be 2. So I hope that's helped you if you're going to make a box that's a different size to the one that we're making today. And the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to take a pair of scissors. Now these are new scissors. So hopefully they'll cut nice and sharp. They are wonderful. And we're going to just cut up to that first score line there on all of our score lines at the bottom. So, and that's the other reason we've actually folded our score lines. It's actually easier to see it if you fold them first. So I'll ignore the one that I did by mistake. And that little one there, that's the half tab, that's the ½ inch score. And what you're going to do with that one, turn it round, and this one, you're actually going to cut that off. We don't need that. So we're going to just leave that to one side for a moment, and we don't need our scissors anymore, so we're going to put those out of the way. Well, not for a moment, we might do in another project, in another part. Now this bit here, that's the glue flap. So if we turn that over and give it another good press. Now, you can use tape if you want to, you can use red line tape, you can use a red runner tape, but I'm going to use glue. I'm going to use my tacky glue. Now this is my tacky glue bottle, if you've not seen it. I mean, it's an ordinary tacky, this is the Anita's tacky glue. And incidentally, this isn't a sponsored video, I just like using this one because it's readily available in my area and it does the job. Now this, I'm always losing the pin. I always put a pin in the end of my glue bottle to stop it from gluing up or sticking or drying out, but I always lose the thing. So I've made what I'm calling a glue pin dangle. And all it is, it's I've used a piece of embroidery thread and threaded some beads on it. So if you want me to show you how I made this particular one, pop me a message in the comments and I'll do a tutorial for you. So I'm going to take that off like that, and we are going to fold your glue flap in, and we are going to spread our glue or place a bead of glue along there, pop that to one side, and then we're going to bring that over, fold it down till it meets the edge, and we're just going to press it down for a few minutes or a few seconds until it grabs. Now, tacky glue does grab quite quickly. It doesn't grab instantly, it's not like hot glue. But in a way, that's a good thing, because if you don't get it in the position you want it first time, you've got a bit of what they call wiggle room. You've got room to wiggle it into place or have another go. So there we go. And that part there, where you've put your flap, where you've put your tab there, that is going to be the back. So what we need to do now, we need to do the base. And for this, depending on what you're going to be putting in your box, what gift you're going to be putting in there, I would recommend you use a construction weight glue. Now you can use Carlisle glue, you can use reptile adhesive, you can use whatever one you've got, but I'm going to be using the Pritt craft glue. There are two reasons. One, it's available in my area, and two, it's a good strong glue, it's a good one. I was rather pleasantly surprised when I saw this. I didn't even know that Pritt made that. We've all seen the Pritt sticks, the glue sticks, but I didn't know they made this. It's really good, it's really strong. So I'm going to start with the sides, and I'm going to just fold one of the sides down. We always start with the sides, or it's a good idea to start with the sides, and I think I need a new glue stick or a new glue bottle because this one's just about to run out on me. So we're going to put that on the end like that. I have got a new bottle if it proves too much. Actually, I have got a new glue bottle. Whether it's ready to use or whether it... Oh, wait, there we go. We've got a new one there. Absolutely fabulous. So we're going to put one there like that. And then we're going to fold that down like that. Now what you're going to do, you're going to make sure you know where the back is, and that's where that flap is. So this bit here, where that, in this case, where my lighthouse is, that's going to be the front. So you need to glue that bit down last because we want a nice front edge. We want a nice edge to our front. So we are going to just put some more glue. I'm just making sure you can see. I'm just going to put some more construction glue. You can just use tacky glue if you want to, or tape. It really depends on what you're going to be putting in here. So we're going to stick that down like that. And then on this last bit here, we are just going to pop a bit more glue on there like that. Run a bead of glue like that. Run a dollop of glue like that. And we're going to press that down and stand it up. Now, if you want to, you can just put something inside it. In fact, it probably is a good idea. I'm going to use my ruler. And I'm going to use my ruler, I should say. I beg your pardon. That was poor grammar, wasn't it? And I'm just going to give it a good push down so that it all sticks. And then all you've got to do is you're more or less done really. That didn't stick terribly well. This does take a while to stick, guys. So if it doesn't stick straight away, don't worry about it. Just bear with me, or bear with it, and it'll stick. And all we're going to do, we're going to push the ends in like that. Now, if you want to punch some holes in here and add a ribbon, you can. I am just going to use an ordinary paper clip to close it. You can use a Velcro dot if you want to. You can use magnets. But I'm just going to pop one of those on, and that sits very nicely like that. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to pop that there. I'll leave it there. In fact, I'll lay it flat so that you can still see it. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the next bit. And this is one of the strips that came away when I cut my painting down. And from that, again, I am going to take my scissors again. I'm not going to measure this bit this time. I'm just going to loosely measure it. I think I'm going to cut across that, where that division is there. And this is going to be what are those things called? Gift tag, that's it. Gift tag, I couldn't remember the name. And to be slightly different this time, to make it look a bit more like a gift tag, what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, you can do this as well if you wish. We're just going to shape it like a gift tag. I didn't even measure that, I just eyeballed it. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to pop that to one side. Not too far away because we're going to need it again in a bit. Now, obviously we need something to hang this. Now you can use a ribbon if you want to. I'm going to use a paper punch to punch a hole. If you've got one of these fancy crocodile things or other piercing tools, use it. Or if you've got an ordinary hole punch, that's fine too. But I'm just going to use that. And we need to do that. Oh, glue. That's the top to the old glue stick or glue tube. We need to do that in the front part of our box as well, because obviously we need to attach it to the box. So if I lay it down, then you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. So if I lay that down there like that, so whichever hole punching system you use for your tag, do make sure that you use, well, it's always a good idea anyway, to use the same one for your box. So we're just going to punch that there like that. So I'm not quite sure what I did with that. Oh, there it is. I couldn't remember what I did with my paper clip. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our, I'm going to use twine, you can use ribbon if you want to. And I'm going to push it through the back of my gift tag like that. Just pop that over there just for a minute. And then I'm going to pull the two threads through like that. And then I'm going to bring that back. And what we're going to do, obviously this is too long, but I deliberately cut it too long because I don't want it too short. If you cut it too long, you can always cut bits off when you're done. If you cut it too short in the first place, you've got to start again. So that's obviously the back where you can write your message and your greeting. So I'm going to try and tie a bow. So we're going to tie a bow. Now if you want to leave those, I'm going to actually leave those dangling, but if you want to cut them off a bit and make the ends a bit shorter, you can. Then all I'm going to do now is put that, actually I'm going to put that behind there like that. And there is our box and gift tag done. So I still had all of that left over and there was no way I was going to waste it. So what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to measure this, I'm going to cut part of this down. I think I'm going to cut it just above the chimneys of that little house or cottage. I think it's supposed to be a seafront cottage, or it was originally. And what I'm going to do, we're going to make this into a coordinating greeting card. So this is just a piece of, this is actually a piece of heavyweight cartridge paper, A4. And I'm going to fold this over like this. Now you can do the same, even if you're using your pattern paper, you can do the same, just because obviously we need something quite plain if we're going to make this a greeting card, because we need something plain to write inside it. So we're going to do that, and just for quickness, because I know time is getting on a bit for the first video back, but that's all right. I'm going to use, whoops, actually I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to use my red runner tape And I'm going to do it across there. Where if I put too much on, oh, that's the end of the, oh, that's great. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's the end of it. That's the end of the tape, but that's all right. I think we've probably got enough. You can use glue if you want to. I'm just using tape because it's quicker. It sticks instantly. And I'm going to put that and stick it against the folded edge of my paper, of my cartridge paper. If you want to use other cardstock, you can. That's absolutely fine. Then all I'm going to do is, everything's sticking to my board, but never mind. I'm going to take my scissors. You can use a trimmer if you want to, a paper trimmer, or you can use a knife. I'm going to use my scissors because they're on my table. And I'm just going to cut this card, or in this case, cartridge paper, but let's call it card. I'm going to cut this to the size of my image, pop that lot out the way, and then all we've got to do is find a sentiment to go on the top or on the front. But as this is a seascape image, and I found a little thing that looks a little bit like a ship's steering wheel, and it says, "Enjoy your day." So if I can find my glue stick quickly, oh, there's one over there in my glue caddy, or in my craft caddy, I should say. Oh, blimey, it looks a bit old. Never mind, it'll be all right. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back. I'll just push it up a bit. Actually, it looks like it's the end, coming to the end. Never mind, we'll manage. So I'm just going, this is only paper anyway, so it's not going to take much glue. So yeah, this is just about the end of that glue stick, so we'll pop that over there. And hopefully there's enough to make that stick down. And I think I'm going to put it about probably there, so we don't cover up too much of the picture. Oh yeah, we got away with that, that's good. So now we have our greeting card, which stands up very nicely. We have our gift box, and we have our gift tag. So that is the first project for the week, and that will stand up. Well, if I sort of stand it up and rock it backwards, you can see how it's going to look when it stands up if I bring it in here like that. So there is our greeting card and our gift box and gift tag to start you off for the week. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. And if you haven't, I know some of you have already subscribed already, and that's fantastic. Thank you very much. But if you are watching perhaps for the first time, or a newcomer, and you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoyed this project, please do hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, because I've got lots more to show you. And slight difference while I'm on, just to let you know while I'm here, there's going to be a slight difference to my uploading schedule. It was Monday, Thursday and Saturday, but now it's going to be Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So my next video will go up for you on Wednesday. So I hope you can come back and find out what I get up to next. And in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Have fun, take care, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.